everybody, welcome to the Frontier Prepper channel. My name is Billy, and today we're going to discuss why sometimes we don't act our age, especially for us. Mrs. D and I, act more like we are in our late 50s, probably 60s. And a lot of you have asked in the past, why is that, Billy? Why don't you act your age? Well, I'm here to give you a simple and plain explanation why we are the way we are and the way we act. We don't often do fun things, and this is something that Mrs. D and I have been trying to work on for the longest nowadays. We are getting close to our retirement. We plan to retire early. We set goals in our life, and it is really hard to deviate from those goals once you set it. For us, it's one of those things that once you put it on paper, or you think about it, we both agree on it, we just going to follow through no matter the consequences. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because once you set goals, you will reach them, plain and simple. You have the willpower to do it, and no matter what, you will do it. The bad thing is you put yourself in a situation where you ignore sometimes fun things, you ignore the things that really matter. For example, I'm not saying that this is happening, but it is one of the things that I was way hard on us. We only have one child. We only have one. God only gave us one, and we are grateful for it. But at the same time, we often postpone, say, vacations, for example, or trips due to work. Not necessarily work as a 8 to 5 work, but things that we have to do here in the property, to set for a future. And a clear example is the carport that I built this summer. I don't even think that that's a carport, to tell you the truth. I think it's a hangar more than anything else, because I like everything. I kind of overdid it. But that came with a cost. Not just the monetary cost, but a psychological cost as well. Psychological cost was that Les was asking, why are we not going to Valdez like we had done ever since we moved here? And I had to have that conversation with him. I said, son, I need to get this done because winter's around the corner and I need to get it done. And he's like, but we always go. And I said, yes, but sometimes we got to make sacrifices. And, for a kid, for a 10-year-old, he looked at me and he's like, so Dad, you building something for the RV that Mommy bought, and we bought it to go places, and we're not going places because we have to build something to put it in. I say his logic is spot on. And I said, well, son, yeah, because, well, I had to make sure that they last now. And he's like, well, how about if we can use it next year? Well, I said, well, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. And honestly, I don't have an answer. All I can tell you, son, is that once this is finished, I'm going to make an effort to go as much as possible and have fun. Because all I can say to you is that you have my word that this is going to be the last large project that we're going to be doing. And he looked at me, he's like, okay, I can go with that. But those things make me think. And Dee and I sit and talk all the time. It's like, are we putting so much effort on the tomorrow that we are not enjoying the today? And this is something that I had talked to community members as well. I love kids. I love kids. I love being around kids all the time. And then, this community member has several kids that, we really like spending time with them. But because we always so darn busy doing other things, we haven't had the chance to spend time with them. And other community members as well have invited us to their place and everything to do barbecue. And then, yet again, it's the same situation. We are always so darn busy that we having to call or text, hey, I'm sorry, I have to finish this, and then work gets in the way, the 8 to 5, that is. Honestly, it's really hard to find a balance. We are working on this. I am lucky that Mrs. D has the education, the background, and the training to deal with this type of situations. I have mentioned to say community members, specifically one. Actually, I mentioned that yesterday. I am a workaholic. All I know how to do is work, no matter what. In fact, I might have come across the wrong way when I did the hunting video, and in that video, it was never meant for to offend anybody or anything like that. In fact, my biggest hobby, my biggest passion in life is hunting, camping, and fishing. That is what I love to do, and that's what I plan to do once I retire. But I'm not there yet. So, if you find that video was touch sensitive button, don't take it personal. I was just giving a different perspective. That is all. That comes from a workaholic mindset. Believe it or not, I guarantee you that I am working on the mindset of changing things and enjoying life a little bit better. And this has been told to me before, and I agree 100%. Kids are only little ones. That is it. Once they grow up, they're gonna make their family, they're gonna live their life, and then you're gonna regret not enjoying time with them. And that is 100% true. 100% true. I'm lucky enough that I work 410. I love spending time with me. So even working in projects and whatnot, he's always there with me and whatnot. And we are talking. Sometimes I have to tell him, Bubba, just tone it down a little bit. You're talking too much. But you know how it is. You know how it is with kids. But nonetheless, a balance is really, really hard to find. At least for us, it's really hard. When we do videos and we give you our opinion, just keep in mind that that's where we come from. We come from a place that we have to build everything back up ourselves. We always refuse to have help from family. For D and I, it was a pride thing to make it on our own. We put ourselves through school. We work our asses off. We got everything that we have, because of our sweat and tears. And you can trust me on this. There was a lot of sweat and a lot of tears from time to time. But, think about it like that. Think about it like that. Don't ever think that when we post videos, we are saying, are you doing it wrong? We doing it right? No. This is coming from a different place, a different perspective. That is all we are doing. We're showing you the things that we had done right, the things that we had done wrong, and the things that we can improve. For example, like I has said in the past 6-7 minutes, we have to improve on the fact that we do not know how to have fun. We do not know how to do that. And I think it's our background, to tell you the truth. Dee come from a Cuban family. Her parents were Cubans. They came in the Mariel in the 80s with nothing. And they have to build everything back up again. I came here in 96 with nothing. And I have to build everything up because I have to leave something behind for my son. The next generation needs to have something to build upon that something. That's just the way I see things. And in order for me to do that, unless I start doing something illegal, I have to work my ass off. Because I don't know about y'all, but I really don't want to do anything illegal and go to jail and then never see my family again. So, therefore, I work a lot. A lot. Whether it's in my 8 to 5, whether it's in my place, whether it's here on YouTube, I always have something going on. So that's where I come from when I do videos like that. Just be smart with your money. Try to be conscientious of what you do. Don't put a hunt before your job. Because I came with nothing. Nothing. Not even the language. I have to learn a brand new language that I didn't know. You know how hard that is? I mean, some people know 5, 6, and there's nothing. But when you come here and you have to start from zero, it's not easy. It's not easy. So I wanted to share that with y'all. I want to leave you with that thought. Hopefully you guys can, provide us advice on the matter. How can we actually do better? Because we are definitely not perfect. We know we had never stand here and tell you all you have to do what we tell you to do because we know better than you. No, we share the good, the bad, the ugly, everything, in how we are planning and trying to improve ourselves. So definitely, we need to have more fun. We need to be able to, the kids say, chill with our friends and others. But it's really hard. It's really hard to move from that mindset of work, work, work. You have to provide as much as possible because time in this earth is limited. But at the same time, it is so limited that if all I do is work, I will never enjoy life. It's a catch-22. But nonetheless, I want to thank y'all. I want to wish y'all an awesome beginning of the week because as far as I know, Sunday is the first day of the week. So, with that being said, I hope you have a great one. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.